Summer is just about a month away, and folks are getting excited about getting outside, and that usually inspires people to make a trip to LL Bean to buy camping, hiking, and fishing equipment and summer clothes as well.
However, when you go to the flagship store in Freeport these days, you see a lot of construction going on, a lot of fences up. Joining this morning to give us an update on the multi-million-dollar renovation is Roger Diffin. He's the general manager of the flagship store in Freeport. Roger, first of all, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Okay, there's a lot of dust. There's a lot of porta potties. There's a lot of fences up. But how exciting is this, knowing when you get across the finish line what it's going to look like?
It is incredibly exciting. You know, the team, we have over 300 employees that are working on campus right now. We are all super excited. So while you mentioned some of those things, those are all behind a fence. So, you know, our customers' experience is very, very nice, and our team is super excited about the future store.
And before we talk about all the new things and improvements going on, anything that you want folks to know about navigating just what's happening right now in Freeport?
Yeah, thank you for asking. It is, if you are driving by the store on Main Street, it is pretty daunting with a fence in front, but just behind that fence, just getting off Main Street and around the backside, it is our full campus, our full activation. While we're not in the flagship store proper, we have built a pretty special tent to support our product.
Yeah, let's talk about that tent.
Yeah.
You know, I was reading online that's pretty exciting for people to go visit that. You're calling it the biggest tent LL Bean has ever had.
Yes, in fact, you could fit 222 of our 8-person Acadia tents within that 28,000 square foot tent. It has over 5,500 options for customers, so a lot of our apparel and outdoor has moved into that. And our Hunt Fish store is still open for our hard goods and footwear and travel. So it's kind of like a new store, if you will, in a former parking lot, which will come back as parking when we're done.
That would be quite the camping party in that tent.
Yeah, it would be.
How many people could we fit?
I'm Mr. Camper. That sounds like a Woodstock camping facility, right?
Oh, man. Okay, so on your website, when it's done, you guys are calling it a reimagined store that will feature a more immersive shopping experience.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
It means a bunch of things. So first of all, one of our fan favorites or customer favorites is the trout pond. The trout pond will be coming back. It'll be bigger and better, multi-tier with more accessibility to get around to view fish. Our aquarium will come back, double the size, and if you have been into the store, there used to be a little kid's bubble. You could put your head in with the fish. There's going to be a grown-up version of that in this.
Good.
A beautiful open-air cafe, very light. And our personalized services is going to be wonderful. So elevated monogramming and personalization for customers. That's a kind of a big trend right now in the industry.
Thanks for the adult bubble, because I'd always bang my head or my back. Oh, my sore back.
And I love those photo ops,
yeah.
right?
That's good stuff. Yeah. Hey, let's talk about the green space is going to be expanded as well. What will that look like when everything is finally finished?
Yeah, great question. So today you'll see a fence dividing that, but that will be even bigger, the green space for our community engagements as well as our summer in the park activities, which is some of our biggest customer draws, our community as a stakeholder. And I'm happy to report that we will have summer in the park engagements throughout this summer, even with the construction. A little bit of a smaller footprint, but every day we'll have some great activations.
Can you talk about more about what actually prompted this whole big project in the first place? Was it to expand, to get more people to come in, or just accommodate them? You know, what's the goal here?
It's probably all of those things. I think, you know, what we identified is like a great pair of bean boots. As you break them in and wear them down, we want to reboot them. And that's what we did. We want to double down on our commitment to Maine and Freeport. We want to get a more immersive customer experience in the retail space. It's what customers are expecting. And it's a general beautiful update. So a little bit easier to navigate, a little bit easier to see our product, a little bit easier for us to engage the customer through an experience.
Now, you have the vision, right? You guys have seen what it's supposed to look like. What do you think the reaction is going to be from customers and even the workers there? They're going to see that when it's going to be done. Is this going to deserve a wow or what?
Heck yeah, for sure. I think just the finish of the exterior is going to be so different. It will align more with our home store and Hunt Fish store, a nice gable peak, a lot of windows, natural light. And when you walk in, it is about trying to bring as much of the outdoors inside as we can with a massive staircase, grand staircase with the trout pond in front of it with multiple viewing areas up to a beautiful second floor. And I think it's going to be a wow for sure. And I would bet that our experiences and our grand opening efforts will be pretty phenomenal.
Amazing. You know, you talk about immersive shopping experience. I mean, every time I'm in Freeport, I go to LL Bean, even if I don't need something or even if I don't necessarily end up buying something, I just like being there. And you always have something for a photo op or something for people to do. How important is that for you, especially, you know, for tourist season, which is coming up this summer?
Yeah, I think our purpose is to enable people to enjoy the restorative benefits of being outside. We want to, as LL did in 1917 when he opened the first store over the post office, get people inside to enable them and get them right back outside. So while we want folks to come in and have some dwell time, experience our product, get some great gear to be back outside, we want them to also enjoy Freeport in total. I mean, our commitment to our community and our state is tried and true, and we are here for Maine, and we are here for Freeport.
Yeah, you guys in the winter, of course, you're known for Northern Lights. In the summertime, it's really the summer concert series and all the outdoor activities. With the construction and the renovations going on, how is that going to work? And have you guys also released some of the musicians that are going to be playing up there this summer?
Good.
And where are they going to play?
We will.
Right? I mean,
Yeah, we will have concerts. The stage is still intact with a majority of the park still available. They will be smaller local bands, though, versus some of the larger national, at least for this year. So some of the names I've heard so far are Loved by Numbers, Breaking Strings, but each Saturday, beginning with July 4th, when we kick off our Summer in the Park, we'll have a local concert Saturdays. And Sundays, we'll have exercising, yoga. Monday will also be exercise, the acronym HIT, which is High Intensity Interval Training. If you're in for that, evenings will be yoga to calm everything down. We'll have tent tales for kids on Tuesdays, Wednesday trivia, and so on.
Oh my gosh, there's always something going on.
There's always something going on.
Give us an update on where you are in the construction process and an estimated date of completion.
Yeah, so happy to report that our demolition is pretty much done at this point. So the section of the building that is being removed has been removed. The foundation footprint has been placed, and we expect to be weatherproof by this coming November. And then we have about a year to finish the inside. So fall of 2026 is when we're expecting to welcome customers into the new space.
all right, so the folks that are impatient want to know what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
Where can they see the pictures of your vision on your website or whatever?
Yeah, I think it is just that, going to our website, and we'll constantly be updating renderings and images as they come to life and become available. But that's the best resource. And certainly, if you come to the campus, we've done a really nice job, in my opinion, of wrapping the fence that you see with renderings of the future store, as well as a timeline of LL Bean and its relationship with Maine and Freeport.
Very exciting. Can't wait to see when it's done.
Fall of 2026.
That's
I can't wait.
I
Yeah.
know.
Don't wait. Come now.
Yes, we will.
Because we are still in
I
business.
never wait. It's so true, but I can't wait to still see the finished product.
To see the new and improved LL Bean.
And to check in on the progress along the way.
Appreciate
Roger,
it.
thank you so
Thank
much
you
for your
guys.
time.
And we'll have you on again when we get close to the big
Yes.
opening.
Sounds
okay?
good.
Good
Thank you
idea.
so
Thanks for
much.
coming on.